with Veracity, I do updates on this quite often because it's a coin that's very much in demand, and many of you are asking about it. So if you go back to my previous Veracity updates, they're going to be very much. I'm going to pretty much repeating myself here a lot, just because we are still looking at the same ranges. I know there's a lot of lines above, and let's just ignore them for the minute. There is not a lot holding Veracity here. So I was looking at this before. Obviously, this kind of wick down to there was a liquidity here. Obviously, that was just up for grabs. That was grabbed, and we're back down below here again. This could turn, obviously this could turn and turn into a nice W, so double bottom, and we're going to see, you know, a reversal and some sort of, you know, bullish structure for time being. But personally, I would prepare myself for Veracity at least coming down here and coming back down to this zone all the way down to this level. So it isn't anything, again, exciting for the minute, because like I said, the sentiment of the market is dire. It's not great. That obviously that support is even better than any other of the ones I just marked out for you. And it's just something to keep in mind that we can see Veracity that low. It's just also something, guys, I just want you to bear in mind, because I feel like a lot of people are missing the point that we cannot predict at all what's going to happen. We can take everything into consideration, but it's just not possible, because I'm being asked constantly, and I see those questions being asked all over. What is going to happen next? What should I do next? There isn't a person who is able to give you an answer that is set in stone and is definitely going to happen, unless they're from the future. But I don't know anybody who is. I know Tom has a crystal ball, and it often worked for him. But it is down to patience also, and down to your strategy. Excuse me, how you're going to approach those scenarios. I feel that what's getting lost all the time is people expecting things immediately and to change, and you're being kind of caught in this. Oh, but you said this, but you said that. There is no possible way to predict at all where that bottom is and how long we're going to be. We can assume, we can take all the information into consideration, and we can only assume. So right now, from my experience and from my technical approach, what I see, I can tell you that the level that is being held right now isn't a very strong level, unless the market decides to stay around this zone and have this accumulation time. But it's still possible to come back down lower and get those wicks. See those crazy wicks that we often see, just to get a little fake out, just to scare people, you know, mentally, in some sort of a bamboozle state. Well, we're definitely going to go lower, and then boom, seeing this V-shaped recovery, and wow, there we go, off we go. It's great to see patterns when they shape and when they play out, but if they're going to play out is another question. So I would love to see this to be a double bottom. It could even come back down here to this level, and that still would be fine. Just be prepared that you can see even lower than that. We could be just basically looking at another drop level that we could be seeing, like here. We had this bottom here, we came up here, we came, and actually that was a W here that I would love to see, but that unfortunately turned to be a drop level. So it didn't go higher than the peak of the W. It just stopped lower, and then we saw a sell-off. So now it would be, important for Veracity or any chart that looks similar to this to move up here and go obviously higher, come back down, even retest here and come back higher. These are then obviously a little bit more optimistic and bullish scenarios. If not, you could see just another drop like this. So next level would obviously dictate how bullish or how bearish this structure is going to turn. W has to have the second leg higher from here. Let's wait and see.